Welcome everybody to the Single and Stiletto Show. I'm Suzanne Oshima and I'm a dating and relationship coach and founder of Dream Bachelor and Bachelorette and also of Single and Stilettos. Today we have on our show Tinzley Bradford, and she's the author of the Settle-Free Dating Method for Women. And I am so excited to have her here today because today she's going to tell us the 3 signs of an unhealthy relationship. But before we jump into it, Tinzley, I would love for you to tell our audience a little bit about you and what made you write this book.
Yes, the word unhealthy is definitely a good choice. Let me tell you, I found myself in unhealthy relationships over and over again. So I chose to start writing this, to write this book to help women make wiser dating choices when choosing their mates, because I wasn't making wise choices. I chose to write this book so that women can stop wasting their time in dating with someone who they already see is not a good match for them. I wanted to empower women to do better with dating and not just settle for less than you deserve just so you can say you got you somebody, because that's not always a good somebody.
That is so true, and I think it's so important because I see this a lot where people are, and quite honestly, it's both men and women that are settling for an unhealthy relationship, but because my audience is all women, let's talk about the 3 signs she's settling for an unhealthy relationship.
Yes, oh my goodness, there's so many, but the 3, number 1 is you're in an abusive relationship and you're still in it. I have to always bring up abusive relationships because they're not always physical. Sometimes they're verbal. You're dealing with someone who's constantly negative and criticizing you and downgrading you and being condescending towards you. But because you don't want to be alone, you may not be in a situation financially where you can make it on your own, you stick around. That is a sign that you're in an unhealthy relationship and you need to get out, because especially if it's abusive verbally now, it could turn aggressively physical in the future. So I don't want anyone unhappy, but that's definitely a sign.
Well, and you know, I just have to add to that because it's funny. I'm a very visual person, and when you were saying that about how you're afraid to be alone, and so you'll settle for being with somebody who's verbally abusive, is, you know, the vision I got was that she's actually really alone even though she's with him, because he's not really there for her and he's not really the man that she needs him to be, right? So she's already alone without being alone.
Right, absolutely. So I just feel like don't settle.
Exactly.
Just don't settle. Don't do it.
Exactly. So what's the second sign she's in an unhealthy relationship?
The second sign is she is dealing with a guy who's not available. He's not emotionally available. So she wants to talk. He wants to sit and play video games all day and ignore her feelings. That's not a healthy relationship. You should be able to talk to your mate. You shouldn't have to compete with football and video games all the time when you want to talk. I do understand football season comes and you do have to respect the game. I totally get it. But I feel like you need to make sure you are not in a relationship with someone who cannot hold a decent, healthy conversation for the sake of a healthy relationship. Come on. If I'm asking you questions that mean something to me, you need to be open and available to talk to me and treat me like somebody. Don't just sit there and go, I don't want to talk about that right now, and still keep pressing your buttons. Nothing feels worse than being in a relationship with someone who's not available, even though they're right there.
Well, and that's true. And also, I have to add to this, it's also about when a woman is saying, I feel some way about something, like this made me feel a certain way, and he doesn't even listen. Like he shuts her down or dismisses how she's feeling when she's talking about her own feelings, right? It's important that a man really acknowledges how a woman's feeling, because that's how she feels. And if he's not giving you the time of day, that's not a healthy relationship. Okay, so what's the third sign of an unhealthy relationship?
Well, the third sign of an unhealthy relationship is constant arguing and bickering, constant disagreement, fear of being at home, not wanting to go home, not liking the person anymore, but for some reason you're still in a relationship, once again, for safety reasons or security reasons. A healthy relationship doesn't make you feel bad, doesn't make you feel unhappy at all times. A healthy relationship will make you thrive in life. An unhealthy relationship will make your spirit begin to slowly die. And it's going to drive you nuts. And you're not going to ever find the true joy in what love feels like, because you're not experiencing it every day. You're dealing with someone that denounces who you are. So if you're arguing all the time, that ain't cute.
No.
That's not cute.
And I have to, I'm laughing because you always make me laugh. But it's also, it's not to say, because I just want to clarify this, is that you're not saying that you shouldn't argue at all. Because I think in any relationship, you're going to have arguments. It's if like you find like more than 50% of the time that you're always arguing, right?
Yes. If it's all the time, no. I think arguments are healthy because you're going to have disagreements. You're right. But if it's an everyday, why are you just getting home? Why you do your hair like that? Why you ain't cook no dinner? It's just too much. I can't be in a relationship with somebody every day. I got to feel like, is he going to say something today? Or, you need to be in a relationship that's healthy. That doesn't require all that criticizing and arguing every day.
Well, and where you're thriving instead of shrinking, like how I saw you shrink when you were saying those things. So these have been some great tips. So Tinzley, I know you have a free gift for the ladies, so can you tell them about it?
Yeah, so if you go to tinzleybradford.com, and a nice little box is going to pop up. It's going to ask you to subscribe, then your gift will come to you via email. Yay!
Awesome. So ladies, if you would like Tinzley's free gift, you can just click below the video. There's a link below and you can get her free gift. And thanks everybody for joining us on the Single and Stiletto Show. Our show is available both in video format and podcast format. If you like to view the videos, you can go to singleandstilettos.com. And if you'd like to get the podcast, you can download it from iTunes. And if you'd like to get our free ebook on why men disappear without a trace, you can click right here on the video, or you can go to singleandstilettos.com.